It's gonna be late in the morning, but since that we're gonna be hearing more rains from it yesterday, so sometimes that yesterday it rained a lot for around here for some kind of like this, and causing flash floods, and even there's more showers coming up, even for another one for this evening as well, unless a storm is coming out for another one for some sort of like this. There's a major rains and that wouldn't be necessary to stay here forever. So, the next week, they absolutely still have a lot of rains and storms to do sometimes as well. Nothing according to the weather, like I just probably going to find out as well. Sometimes flash floods are going to be everywhere soon, but never imagine this like whenever that you're going to be seeing this in this comic studio right over here in Doom Justice Madness or Death Justice Madness, like anything as well. Put it around for the dancing cookie could be not like this, but it must be for some kind of the sin of the like this thing as well, for some kind of the cross for unlike cost like anything as well. So anyways, let's just move on to another one we're not going to be talking about for this one for like a long time. If you see this like this from Alan Becker around for some kind of stickmans from Alan Becker, you definitely might going to find something shocking. So, we're going to be checking out for the R4D stuff. And even though it was the weirdest like anything as well, the weirdest comic studio, like I've never seen this, that I just seen for some kind of that for some kind of like this, or maybe it was. So the characters look like for the R4D, which is the face for some kind of a low quality comic like this, a low quality face of Cookie Run as well. But right next to them, there are the characters like themselves, and because that I'm not very sure, Aquaspedia, the Aquaspedia jellyfish cookie, I'm not sure. The Aquaspedia jellyfish, the Aquaspedia jellyfish cookie, the Aquaspedia jellyfish cookie could be for such as the same as well. It was related to for some kind of real jellyfishes that friend overall. It must be the closest friend. He looked young, but I'm not definitely sure. It was a male, of course. But frilled jellyfish cookie could be a female over here for some kind of like this. That Aquaspedia jellyfish comic. I mean, the Aquaspedia jellyfish cookie could be more just like him as well. It would could be the same thing as well. That he eventually married her as well and started a family that they try to raise as Hydrozoldan jellyfish cookie, which means it's actually the daughter of frilled jellyfish cookie. I'm not very sure that frilled jellyfish cookie was too young to have that children. I absolutely saw this earlier in the day, what I just probably seeing this by the way. The golden apple cookie could be for something like a little bit weird and bizarre like the cherry swirl cookie and rosebud cookie could be exactly as this. There's nothing anywhere except the backgrounds. So, I definitely look at this strategy, but that was probably insane, as we'll probably find out in the user comics. What I just probably seeing this, that wouldn't be even necessary to do. But this is a little bit kind of awkward here, a little bit awful for around here over here as well. So, this is actually for some kind of contest entry. So, nothing that is not going to be posting for Never Stops around here. The R4D clouds that made this comic studio even pretty weird that I just definitely saw this as well. The first comic was actually before, even during the 12 days of Christmas, that posted on December 9, 2024, and 5:05 a.m., which means that he says, "Hi and welcome to my studio. and which means this is absolutely a little bit weird. So literally MIYT isn't going to be for a little bit found for some kind of like this. I wonder that I just going to be found out as well, that I just trying to find something as well. There's nothing a little bit for into the description as well. So I'm definitely trying to find out that wasn't going on for around for here. So since she drew for a little bit possible in her tablet, but I'm not very possible that sure it wasn't going to be. So on top of the list, it could be from the favorites, could be from their cookies and other kinds of stuff, and which means that I just barely found like anything as well. Such a really unhonorable mention. But I'm not very sure this is actually going to be for some kind of days. So that frostbite hater or frostbite hatter like anything as well, and that wouldn't be for a little bit satisfied for this. So that is the entire comic studio over here, and instead of this, there must be a little bit more. There must be 2 submitted sprites over here, and that's it. That was everything a little bit weird that I just trying to find out as well. So let's just see from R4D clouds that we're just not going up to. I totally used some studio crossovers, but the background of this comic studio was even a little bit scary, but some kind of like that I just don't like is could be from a red static. It was a little bit dangerous for me when I absolutely expecting for this thing as well, but I just probably had a few automobiles left that I just did something as well. So the cars like the Buick LaCrosse that could be in for this some kind of this thing from Battle for Dream Island, and also for that one is from Battle for Dream Island as well from this background. You might seen around with the Skibbity toilet over here, and especially that Hex could be for some kind of the host of, it's not a game show, but when absolutely that I'm just not gonna be trying to do. These 3 bizarre cookies, bizarre quality designed cookies, are having a parody show with the host Hex, like it's a new owner for some kind of this, because this character was from Friday Night Funkin' as well, that doing for a little bit from out of Duncan Sports like anything as well, and for some kind of like the background like this, and there must be a Chrysler 200C that we definitely seeing this as well. There are no drivers behind the wheel of their cars because I wasn't able to be added them before it rains, as pretty much. There's the blurred out car, and which means it could be for a Jaguar car as well. It must be a Jaguar XF for right over here for this thing as well. The XF car could be for right insane amount of blur over here. Right, there must be a Combine soldier from Half-Life Alyx, and the police are absolutely probably found at you for this time as well. Sometimes there must be going to be getting a raid or something, and it was the 3 police officers were from the Stickman series as well. That must be Henry Stickman series. They would it come from, like anything it goes, from their designs whenever it goes. So I have already saved around here, it was just 2 minutes ago, and thankfully that was everything that I just already saying this for some kind of like this. Even though that wouldn't absolutely having their cars like this, because of their jellyfish cookies, wouldn't able to be driving them as well. It's not really as possible that we're already time to save around for this. Thanks for watching, and don't forget the link is going to be in the description down below, and that wouldn't be able to be on the rise with it. So, thankfully, that wouldn't be for such a pleasure day for some kind of like this. And that wouldn't be so easy as well. So thanks for watching, and I'm going to be signing off, and I'll talk to you Media Lads and Comic Studio users all later. and that I just keep on doing this from every video that I just probably uploaded for this day anyways.